Hope everyone is doing well as we move through such powerfully potent times of change. This Pisces full moon is happening on September 17th around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. It is happening on the 18th in some other parts of the world, but this is a portal. This is a threshold. This is the threshold into the new unknown, right? This is the moment of us being going through a birth canal. That birth canal is very tiny and very it creates a lot of resistance, it creates lots of tensions, it creates lots of hesitations and worries and fears, because it's like we don't really see what's on the other side of this dark tunnel that we are moving through. And this is creating a lot of deep emotions and feelings, and all sorts of energies are mixed together under this Pisces full moon lunar eclipse. And this is um, the powerful full moon, because it's the super moon. It's a little closer to the earth, and the moon is bigger, so we are feeling that gravitational pull of the moon. And this is the Pisces full moon in conjunction with Neptune. Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces. So the energies of that Pisces, the dreams and all the beautiful things, of course, dreams, arts, creativity, it's the visions, it's the visionaries, it's the psychic, it's the intuitive, the channeling energy portal is opening up, and we can really feel this sense of oneness of all, right? Pisces dissolves boundaries and what's real and what's unreal, what's this realm stuff and what belongs to the other realm. The veil is thin, and we are traveling through different dimensions and different parallel realities, right? So much confusion can be present with us, so much confusions, unclarity, a lot of mental activation can be happening now that we want to be mindful for, because this is the great energy to tap into all those spiritual stuff and to see clarity even within the fog of unclarity. But as you know, the lower archetype of Neptune is delusions and illusions and addictions and, like addictions and depressions and not being able to really tap into the energy of fire to move on with our will and with our desire for to explore that what's on the other side, right? That kind of energy of enthusiasm to tap into the unknown with the faith. One of the energy of the Pisces is faith, and because of the fact that Jupiter is T-squaring this full moon. Full moon always happens when the sun and moon oppose from each other in 180 degrees angle. The sun will be at 25 degrees and 41 minutes of Virgo, and the moon will be at 25 degrees and 41 minutes of Pisces, and Jupiter is now at 20 degrees of Gemini. So there is gonna be this 5-degree orb T-square going on. This is a beautiful T-square, and this chart is based on New York. And if you are located in New York, this full moon happens with that Jupiter with the ascending point, and it's a great omen to use this energy, I believe, because there is this energy of expansion happening, right? We do not want this expansion of the mind happening in a challenging way, because it can happen, right? Because the moon, Pisces moon, is with Neptune and also with Saturn. And Saturn is in closely opposition from the Mercury in Virgo, right? Mercury is at 14 degrees and Saturn is at 15 degrees, and those energies are also being squared by the Jupiter. And these are the energies of a lot of constriction, right? Saturn themes. What's the Saturn themes? Saturn themes are that constriction, that resistance, that unclarity, and that energy of pulling us back because of that, maybe that we think we are lack of certain energy. We may think we are not ready, right? Virgo, Mercury can put a lot of analytical mind over our head, of criticizing and analyzing, and too overly realistic in this earthly realm, and checklist of the things that I have to get to the to make my vision, and dreams come true, and all those energies are present. And it is a grounding good energy because there is this very polarized energies of the Neptune is very strongly present under this full moon, right? Full moon is already a culmination point. It is the ending point. It is the ending of one journey because it is happening in Pisces, the last sign within the wheel of the zodiac. This is the final eclipse that is happening while Pluto is in Capricorn, right? Pluto is about to finish up its journey of Pluto being in Capricorn. Pluto will leave Capricorn on November 19th and November 20th, and it will move into Aquarius for the next 20 years, right? And it is completing one journey of the past 15 years since 16 years since Pluto dipped into Capricorn in 2007 2008, right? We are leaving one chapter behind, and this is the last eclipse cycle that we have this Pluto in Capricorn. For the last 15 years, almost every time, right? Because the last eclipse, anyway, this is the last one of the final time of Pluto in Capricorn that we are having this eclipse energy under, and this eclipse energy will be with us until the next eclipse cycle that happens next March of 2025. But this is the end, right? This is the end, really. I've been like the doors, this is the end energy is present because Pluto is at 29 degrees, right? It is talking with Neptune at 28 degrees of Pisces. It is talking with Uranus at 27 degrees of Taurus. Those three outer planets talking to each other in beautiful sextile with each other. Even though this graphic is not evenly placed, they are creating a beautiful sextile with each other, and they are really talking to our psyche. Outer planets are the planets that we cannot see through our eyes. Those are the planets that got discovered after the discovery of the telescope. So those outer planets represents the force of the unknown, the force of the unseeable, the unknowable. And they are far away in the cosmos, within the solar system. Just like that, they represent those usually unseeable realm of the mind, our psyche, our subconscious realm of the mind, our collective consciousness, our cosmic consciousness, right? Deeper layer of within our mind. There is this space, the eternal, the infinite void within us, which holds this cosmic consciousness, which is the spirit, right? The nature of the spirit, which is space, which is God, which is the creator. That kind of energy, those three planets are tapping into, right? These three outer planets are shaking up something within our depth very, very strongly. And under this eclipse, they are talking to each other, right? And creating this kite formation with the sun. These are the kite, right? Sextile, trine, and that opposition, and that sun is the right sun. It's like the bone and arrow kind of an energy that I always see. Kite alignment. Kite is energy of ascension. It's the lifting off. It's the rising up, right? We are using some kind of a practical earthly energy of that Virgo, and we are aiming toward that big visions and dreams, and trusting and having faith in the universe, and trusting our own spirit that everything that is happening in my life is happening for me, because my spirit chose to go through this, to learn something, to grow out of it, and to expand and to evolve and to move beyond the limitations of my mind and figure out who I truly am. And that kind of like revealing of the higher truth is happening now. And then if things are falling apart, if things are you know a lot of breaks up, a lot of ending of the jobs and relationships and family patterns, and some people are moving, and all that kind of under solid ground do not exist right now. There is no such a solid ground within this earthly realm outside of us, but there is always a solid ground within us, within our spirit. So we really have to tap into that energy right now to keep that steadiness within in our spirit, because this some kind of an energy is pushing us to take off, right? As we move through the end energy, right? There is this apocalyptic type of energy present with us. It feels like the end of the world is near, and it's easy to tap in, right? Cannot believe what's going on in the world. War is happening, craziness in politics, or all the games that we play as humans in life, right? A lot is coming up, and a lot of people are seeing the illusions through, right? Illusions and lies and deceptions and control, and all the things are coming to be more clear, and people are wakening up. People are seeing through the veils of those deceptive energy too, right? And I think even though this Saturn, Moon, Neptune kind of archetype can bring up all those lies and deceptive energy to that illusionary, delusionary aspect of the mind can be triggered, and it can be a lot of confusions and can be present, but we do not want to really tap into that, right? Because Jupiter is expanding whatever we focus. If we focus on that sense of feeling victim to whatever is happening in life, or we can be the more that we choose to stand in that stance to fight against somebody or certain circumstances, to prove that I'm right, or to prove this or that, right? Whatever, that's the mind stuff, right? Jupiter is already in Gemini. Whatever we're thinking is expanding, and under this such a strong, powerful, potent luminary, it's this lunar eclipse, full moon, and whatever that we aim is, it can expand. So though, but under this kite archetype, the bone and arrow energy. Jupiter is the archer, right? Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy of being an archer, to use that bone and arrow to aim what is my true purpose as I chose to come back here on earth to live, right? What is my purpose? Who am I? What is my essence? What is the most essential, important aspects of my life, right? If we are clear on where we are aiming, there is a choice that we can let go of any resistance, all the battles that we create in our mind. Release, 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 let go, let go, let go. Because there is this strong earth archetype happening under this eclipse, with the Pluto, very last degrees of the earth, Capricorn earth, talking with the sun in Virgo, the another earth sign, talking with Uranus, the third earth sign. Those three earth signs are also talking to one another, creating a grand trine, earth grand trine. This is solid, right? Number 3, triangle. This is the energy of expansion. It is the energy of like the pyramid. We need the solid ground, but as long as we align our body, our soul, our spirit, body, mind all together. It's kind of like a 3 of Pentacles that I'm thinking about right now. But this is solid. This creates such a very strong manifestation power. But I feel like under such strong mutable energy present, right? Pisces, Virgo, Pisces, and then Sag, there is this Pallas Athena in Sag, but those are the mutable signs, right? Under this energy of the eclipse, such the strongest elements and modes within this chart is the mutable. Mutable energy is all about change. There is nothing fixed here. So even though there are 3 Earth grand trine happening, this grand trine is about shattering of the old foundation and releasing of where we've felt safe and secure, the energy that we've relied upon for all those years, the past 15 years and beyond. And now these 3 planets are coming together to usher us to start building a new solid ground, which is aligning with who we are becoming, how we are evolving. And that solid foundation, we may not feel it at all. It feels shaky, it feels unstable, it feels very unsettling and ungrounding, right, under this energy. But there are beautiful, beautiful energies present with us. Also, a lot of, healing is happening with that Chiron, talking with Venus, new value system, right? Chiron talking with Venus. Venus is our value. Venus is at home in Libra. This Venus is very strong, and this Venus is in still beautifully trine with each other, right? This trine between Jupiter and Venus are the energy that we've been moving through since yesterday. Today, Venus and Jupiter are in, those are 2 benefic planets. They bring good luck, good fortune. It's like the beautiful support. Beautiful support is here, even when we feel like it's the end of the world. There is a tiny, tiny light within that darkness, which can make us feel like, but I feel very, but I'm excited to see what's in the unknown, that's unfolding. Even when some of you may feel like this is the end and I don't know what to do, and then this this can be hard, right? A lot of mental stuff can come up. A lot of people may feel like, I want to end my life. The other realm may make us feel like it's the easier to just end my life, to go into to the other realm, right? I can totally feel that that kind of energy can be very strongly present with this much of the Piscean, Neptunian energies present. But we got to know that no, this is also that we, us as a soul, chose this path to move through. There is nothing there is nothing, even nothing is under our control, really, right? That's the illusion our mind keeps holding on to, even though we feel like we have our. It's kind of a contradictory in a way, because we do try, many of us try, there is this manifestation work or love energy, love abundance, use our mind in a different way to create the reality we want, or all those kind of things. I am not denying, or I know that exists as well, and how we use our mind can be changed to create new reality and all of that. But at the very same time, we do not have no control over our lives whatsoever. Also, that's one illusion that we tap into. That's one of the trick that our mind does to us. We think we have all the control over our lives, so that's why we try to figure out, and we try to come out of illusions, and we try to release struggles, and release, come out of those difficult moments and all of that. Yes, but at the same time, our spirit knows. Like, spirit is like, it's like the center of the wheel, the center of us, right? It's like the star, the radiant star, the light that's shining within us always. And it's just like watching our mind trying to figure out at the life. But our spirit knows, like, this too, I chose to come down to experience these feelings of misery, these feelings of fear, these feelings of joy and happiness, and all that craziness of life is what I wanted to experience. So I'm happy, right? The spirit is always happy. There is this unconditional, absolute sense of joy and happiness is housed within our core, in our depth, within our spirit. That's who we are. And for spirit, it's just like the spirit, we are experience everything that we need to experience in life to learn and to grow and to experience, to gain wisdom, to move beyond that phase, to live. Anyway, I'm kind of going all over the place, but that value system, our value on who we are, right? Venus in Libra is trying to really discern. Libra energy is discernment, discerning what is creating and what is creating resistance, and what is kind of making that scale of balance off balanced, right? What is making me feel off balanced? What is making me feel like I am not good enough, or I am not loved, or I am not enough, or all those kind of feelings, right? That has to be healed. We are healing all of that now. And that's like, it's not something that we heal right? Those wounds are something that we have to remember. That's the illusions that our crazy mind is creating, and that crazy mind is keeping us stuck. But the mind is not me. The mind is not the spirit. My true me, the spirit, is outside the box of the mind. And the more and more we do this peeling of the layer, the more and more we try to break that old, that box, the cage of the mind, to with our curiosity to move beyond, to see what's outside of that cage, to find who am I? Am I that space, endless spaciousness that's around that each and random thoughts that pops up as we get triggered, this and that, and my mind going here and there and all over the place. But that's not who we are. And I am choosing to heal that aspects of myself, to find my wholeness, to come back to my eternal peace, endless spacious space of ease, right? And the more that we focus our attention on that peace, using this Jupiter to align our frequency of the mind to that higher truth through meditation, through whatever, exploration, through movement, through prayers, through singing, through dancing, anything, right? This is a creative moon. This is very imaginative and very visionary, and do anything you want to do, write, sing, create, right? We are here to create our reality. We are here to create our own selves. Our personalities can be created, recreated. We can create and rewrite the stories of the past too. Even the stories of the past can change. If we change now, the past changes and the future changes. Everything changes, and the past is now, and the now is the future, and the future is the past, and the past is the future, right? We are the multi-dimensional beings that's all crossing each other and dissolving into one another, right? Under this Pisces full moon, the veils are thin. We can rewrite, we can tweak, we can shift things around within our psyche, which is closer to our spirit. And if something sparkles and changes deep within us, so much healing can happen, so much shattering of the old patterns can happen. No more blaming this or that, or this past, or this person that's keeping me this or that. No more blaming. We take full responsibility on us, because that's the story we chose to live. And with that energy, one last thing, this is a very strongly karmic full moon eclipse, because Mars is the dispositor of the North Node. North Node is still in Aries. North Node and the South Node, the changes their signs early 2025, right? This eclipse cycle also is the last eclipse cycle before that shift of the nodal sign happens. And this is the first eclipse that happens between Virgo and Pisces axis, even though the nodes are still in Aries and Libra. This is the first eclipse that's happening between that Virgo and Pisces. So this is setting a tone of the next 2 years, because all the eclipses will start happening between that Virgo and Pisces axis, right? And because that Mars is at 7 degrees of Cancer, it is creating a beautiful T-square with that nodal point. This is a very fated moment. It is the moment of being on a crossroad. The Mars, our will, right? Our kind of a higher self, right? Mars can, of course, be our egoistic self, our ego's mind self, but also our Mars in Cancer, something very psychic Mars that we have now, is facing the north node, the dragon head, and the south node, the dragon tail, and it holds an intention to break certain old patterns that's keeping us stuck and that's keeping us in out of balanceness, and we are choosing to live the life of Aries energy, right? It's the unique authenticity. It is about realizing who we are as this infinite, eternal, invincible, impeccable, undistractable me. I am choosing to step into my power, to own my power, and not to let anything outside of me to take my power away. When we bring our energy back to our own true center, to come back to our spirit and to choose, right? It's about the commitment. Saturn is playing a role, right? Some people say Saturn can bring challenges and difficulties and delays and all that resistance. Yes, maybe those are archetype of the Saturn, but Saturn's higher archetype is the wisdom. It is the maturity. It is the growth. It is to understand who we are as the ancient wisdom holder, right? We are the teachers, each one of us. We've been here in this lifetime, many of us have gone through this life couple times, many times, 100 times, 1,000 times, maybe some of us, right? We've died and we've rebirthed, and we died again and again and again. So Saturn is the planet. Okay, we've gone through that heartbreak, we've been through that difficult time, we've gone through those challenging moments, and we've gone through quite a lot of changes the past 5 years. But here I am choosing to not to stay stuck in a loop of craziness and drama of life, but I am choosing to ascend and to go beyond and to choose to rise higher into the path of awakening, that kind of sense of ascension. Yes, I am going to choose to raise the vibration within me so I can be the force to change, right? To we are choosing to evolve, and that change within us can change the earth as well, right? The change is happening within this cosmic realm. Everything is interconnected. We are never separate. We are never indivisible. Each one of us are influencing one another, and that collective sense. I don't know why I cannot. Oh, sorry, hold on 1 second. I could not see the screen. Sorry, my phone. Anyway, yes, the collective sense of ascension can happen under this full moon, right?